Question. So, do you come from Holocaust survivors, or are you a Jewish family that didn't?
So my great-great-grandparents arrived here. A lot of our extended family was killed in the Holocaust, but our immediate
Your
family.
great-great-grandparents, but not your grandparents.
Right.
Oh, do you have friends whose grandparents were Holocaust survivors or anything like that?
Of course, many of them. Yeah, I've helped write memoirs of Holocaust survivors.
Yeah. Their families are kind of messed up, right? Like, my family is very messed up.
I mean, if you go through a trauma like the Holocaust, I would imagine
they teach that trauma between generations. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, trauma very often in a lot of circumstances is passed down. I mean, I know some kids of Holocaust survivors who turned out fantastic and some who didn't. I mean,
Yeah. Okay, so you are officially woke. That is what wokeness is about. It's like, people's grandparents or their great-grandparents were slaves.
Well, it's okay. No, it's okay. Guys,
Fuck you! I'm talking.
Guys, I actually want to hear. I want to hear.
No, this.
They started booing. Wow. He said, I'm talking. Wow. They're ready to see where this is heading. The crowd already know where this is going.
Fuck you! I'm talking.
Guys, I actually want to hear. I want to hear.
No,
it's okay. It's okay. I want to hear. Let's at least hear the argument. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Go.
What? He wants to hear me.
I do want to hear it. It's fine. Let him go. Let's hear it.
Come on. I'll just.
So explain how that's woke.
So I mean, the whole thing is like, let's see. So during Silent Calvin Coolidge's administration, do you know about like the Great Mississippi Flood back in the 1930s?
I understand that American history is filled with racial evil.
Yeah. And that causes some intergenerational trauma, which affects people's ability to be,
so
effective, things like that.
Fine. So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
So if the idea is that history has consequences, of course that's true. That's not wokeness.
Yeah.
That is not wokeness. What wokeness suggests is that fundamental institutions in American society
it doesn't.
Yes, it 100% does.
I ran Elizabeth Warren's campaign. I helped organize her volunteers around here. I am...
Sorry. Nah, you gotta go. Did you hear who you just mentioned? You ran her campaign. The crowd already know. The crowd already booing you. You might as well just get off the stage and let the show continue. Wow.
I am a representative of wokeness.
Okay, well,
and that's just, this is all it is.
Well,
when I went to go get my first tattoo, the guy had lightning bolts and 88s tattooed on his neck. And as a Jewish person, that's really messed up. It's basically a threat.
There are racist people who exist. The argument that you're making, and I'm going to close with this because this is going in weird directions, and I don't really want to.
No, it's not.
I don't really want to get. Just hold up a second. I let you get out your arguments, and now it's time for me to respond because I let you say.
Okay, I'll let you respond, but
no, not but. Now's my.
You are not characterizing what I'm saying accurately.
Now it's my turn. Your definition is inaccurate. The reason your definition is inaccurate is because any sentient human being would acknowledge that history has consequences.
Right.
But if the idea is, but that's not what wokeism is. Wokeism is a different thing. Wokeism suggests that all inequalities of today are attributable to not only historic injustices, but also continuing injustices in the now, and that all disparity is attributable to discrimination.
Like that, but a conservative.
Not just that.
A conservative is the only person. I want to know why. Why is it that conservatives are the only people who define it like that? Why are conservatives the only people?
Okay, so we're gonna have to stop here because this is going nowhere. But
what's up?
I'm gonna have to stop with this with you because this is going nowhere. All I'm going to say is this.
No, I just am trying to understand your perspective.
No, you're not.
Just one more second.
On a fundamental level, you're shifting definitions to avoid the consequences of your own argument. And if the idea is And final point. If you are going to hold on, if you are also.
Yeah, you gotta go, buddy. He wants Ben to listen to him, but he won't listen to Ben. You see, anytime Ben tries to say something, yeah. But no. He keeps cutting Ben off, and then you want to say Ben Shapiro should be an advocate for free speech. Free speech has nothing to do when you're cutting up the other person from telling you or answering your questions. That has nothing to do with free speech. I know where I don't how does wokeism to them seem like being total morons? You see what I'm saying? Wokeism, that means you should be intelligent, you should be alert, you should be on that other level, like you should be evolving. Not they say they woke, but they have no common sense. He's telling you facts. No.
Also, just final point to sum up there.
Get him out of here.
Final point to sum.
I can follow that.
Yeah,
but,
I just want to make, honestly, I want to make one final point to sum up there. If the idea is that traumas of the past invariably bleed down into the present, that does not explain why certain groups that have been historically not only marginalized but slaughtered in mass genocide are some of the most successful groups in our society. So if the idea is... If the idea is that past trauma always equals current inequality, or that my actions in, say, robbing a convenience store are attributable to bad actions that happened in Alabama in 1930, the answer to that is no. Don't rob the convenience store. The only way they are going to be able to break the chain of history is to make good decisions. What people on the left don't like to talk about is actual solutions. What they like to do is bitch about problems that existed 60 years ago and blame those for failures to solve them now.
Shapiro is very smart man. And the way that's by the way the other guy was speaking, the student was speaking. He sounds like he's a Democrat. You know, it's sad, but it's true. Because Democrats always say that they're for the right of freedom of speech, but the minute you say something, I steered away from their narrative. That's when they're like, oh, this, that, and the third. And you remember when you did this, they started exposing you, bringing up stuff from the past. But what you just said, freedom of speech, right? Oh, so you're not going along with your narrative. Now you're saying, that's what I mean. I don't understand the meaning of their wokeness. Their wokeness is like the total opposite. I don't know what they think woke means, actually, but like Ben Shapiro said at the end right there, yes, you have to know what is right and wrong. You can't do something wrong and expect something right to happen out of it. Like Ben Shapiro, you said you try to rob a store, or you try to rob somebody. Wrong is wrong. It doesn't matter how you try to justify the wrong. Wrong is wrong. Right is right. Make right decisions. You won't have to worry about things like that happening to you, or you getting arrested. Like, you know, it's really like the BLM. If the cop try to pull you over, you're not following anything. No commands, nothing what the officer is trying to tell you. Telling you pull over, you keep driving. You speeding, no, you're in a high-speed chase. License suspended, no insurance. Say something happened to you and you got hurt or you got killed. Oh, they're out there, but he's the one that took the couple in the high-speed chase. He's the one with the suspended license. He's the one with the no insurance. We're just going to ignore all of that. It's like, they refuse to find solutions to this type of problem when it's right there. But they want to prolong it and keep us all divided. If we have been through so much trauma from the past, I'm speaking from a black perspective, we should be trying to do better. We can't be out there robbing, stealing, and killing and doing all that type of stuff and then act like we're entitled to do that. No, wrong is wrong. Doesn't matter what race does that. Wrong is wrong. You're not entitled to anything. What you're entitled to is a freedom of life, freedom of the choice that you make. So when you do make those choices, you have to realize if it's a bad choice, there's a consequences behind that choice. So I know what that young man was talking about. He is like, that he got bad. I'm talking. It's sad to see this young, and they have access to all this type of information online that they could just look it up, but they just want to believe their own facts, and they want to believe their own delusion of what they think is actually facts without looking up the real facts. Hey, give me guys think about this in the comments. It's a scary time we're living in. I never told you I was seeing times like this. I think we would have been like evolving, but we're not. We're devolving. And it's scary out here. Give me guys think about this in the comments. Until then, I'll catch you guys next video. Peace out. Have a blessed day.